Yo, 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 what's going on, fellas? Welcome to Terrahash Tuesday. I'm Mining King, and this is my co-host, Mr. Hot Crypto. In case there's a few new people in here. I know my room looks really empty right now. I'm in the middle. The rest of everything is coming out tomorrow. So
What up? What up? What up?
I'm gonna be in the middle of a demo job here. So sorry if the room looks really bare and not attractive.
Going
So
on, King? How was
yeah,
the gym?
I just got home from the gym, man. It was 45 minutes to go 2 miles.
Halloween.
I I can't stand it. I live in a brand new big development that's like still building. I think in the end there's supposed to be like 5,000 houses in it. So it's
Peace.
really big. So of course everybody has to come over here, which is
Name of the
I'm not a
game.
fan of.
Name of the game. So shout out to everybody in the chat right now. You guys, thank you everyone for hanging out and waiting. We appreciate it. So what's new, King? So you got a new miner today. I saw you that
Oh yeah.
KS1 landed today, right? Tell me about it.
Yeah. So I made a video on that too. Like I got it out of the box and I made a whole how to like set it up video and I went over like everything in the video. Like I know not a lot of people do it, and I know Panda had this issue, and I made it a point to where I take that top cover off where the control board is, right, and just
Hmm.
double check all the fan connections, all the power connections, make sure everything's plugged in. So I
Right.
mean, there is times where even we experience it too, where it's just a little loose, right? Just from being jumbled around and shipping, right? And that can cause issues with fans, which can also cause like the ASIC not to mine. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
kind of just took it apart, made sure that everything was okay, and plugged it in. And she's been hashing away. So huge shout out to Crypto Miner Bros. They kind of hooked me up with a good price. So really do appreciate that. So it
Nice.
looks
Yep,
like
deals are always good. Deals are always good. I still got that S19K I haven't hooked up yet. So speaking of ASICs, I am currently working on our ASIC marketplace, and I only reason why I say this right now, because I can't hold a secret, is because KiiNG came up with the best name for the website.
everybody mark that in, put that in your calendar. Okay, I want I want recognition for this. Right?
So like obviously everybody knows TH stands for Terrahash, and so the name of the website is Terra, but the way that we spell Terra, and it's hashes. So terrahashes.com. I thought it was a pretty cool, like, neat thing to mix in, since we're getting into ASIC sales and stuff like that. I thought it was pretty cool. So KiiNG, the minute he said it, we all went like, yep, that's it. So we bought the domain. It was free. It was like a penny actually, but bought the domain, got it, locked it in, and that's what it's going to be. So terrahashes.com will be live hopefully maybe by tomorrow or the next day. I'm literally working on it as we speak. So
2% of all sales in perpetuity.
it's fine, man. 2% is fine with me. 2% is fine with me. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Hoping everybody had a good Halloween. I took oh, here, let me show you guys this. This was pretty funny. I dressed up my little man as an avocado. It was
An avocado.
yeah, dude, it was awesome. Like he's so cool, man. Like he's like the coolest kid ever. Like, look at this. It's an avocado. So
Nice.
yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, I didn't dress up. I was just a giant pumpkin shirt. Nah, not this year, man. Next year, when things are a little bit more level, me, you, and Mike are gonna dress up as Jedis and take our lightsabers and just walk down the street like a bunch of babies and kids.
No, if I dress up, I'm going as Marty from Back to the Future, right?
Marty?
Nike Air Mags. Yeah, dude.
Really?
Nike Air Mags. Yeah, dude.
All right, hey, that's cool. I didn't. You are a big Back to the Future fan.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
my kids are old enough. They just left just now when I got back. So both my kids, I make them go together, but they're old enough to go throughout their whole neighborhood. Dude, they got so much candy last year that they did 2 runs of pillowcases, and they were dragging it back to the house. It was so heavy.
2 runs.
2 runs. I'm like, it's
Oh
all right
my
though. They
gosh.
got the dad tax, 25%. All right.
That's it, man. That's it. That's where it's
because I
at.
bought the costumes. All right.
There was this lady that came up to when she was getting candy from, my driveway. We had it set up in the driveway, and I'm like, "Hey, man, come on, take whatever you want." And she's like, excuse me, only one." And I'm like, "This poor kid, man. This kid's not gonna have a good Halloween." What do you mean only one? He's like, he had a bucket, like a pumpkin bucket, and it was like empty. I'm like, this poor kid, man. So, anyway, so. One thing I do want to talk about tonight is ASIC prices. I do want to jump on this a little bit because at Terra, we are going to be offering very, very competitive prices for ASICs because we essentially now can cut out the middleman, right? So there's no more, we go straight to the warehouse with it, and we're going to be offering great prices for ASICs, and we're going to be offering hosting prices, and we will price match anybody who, if you guys send us a reputable, reseller, we'll price match it. That's how confident we are that we can beat it. So, not selling GPUs, not doing anything like that yet, but we're probably going to be the lowest prices in the game because we're not going to be chasing the dollar profits on the ASIC so much as we wanted you to host them with us. So, we're definitely going to be saving. If you're definitely going to save on the retail side, and then if you want to host, you'll save even more. So, definitely going to be doing that. And how the Flux node's going, King? We got some. How's that going? I know you've been working on it a lot today.
Pretty good, man. We're averaging anywhere between 5 to 10 Flux nodes a week onboarding, which is pretty
impressive.
Cool. We just started, so it's going pretty good, man. It's I think there's another customer of ours that's gonna do 5 tomorrow. So it's going pretty good. I know the server just came in for the Nimbus and Stratus nodes, and this thing needs to get me the information over for the fiber card so I can order the correct connectors so we can get 10 gig fiber over to the new big boy server over there, which we'll be able to do about 8 Stratus and like 16 or so Nimbus nodes at once. Maybe more. I don't know. I don't remember the numbers, but something like that.
Crypto Craig says, "How crypto? Will your price include duty tax for U.S. customers, all in shipping?" Yes, everything included, all the way through. I've run these numbers with our new supplier, and they check out. Everything looks good, and again, not really chasing profits too much because that's not the name of the game. We want to give you guys, good service, and hey, if you want to buy ASICs from us and not host them, that's cool. You have the choice to do that. If you want to host them, we can give you an even better deal. So, like right now, I think the lowest, just for example, like a 9050 L7, I could probably get for brand new landed for 40. I think the prices are up right now. I think it was 4,700, 4,740. So like the prices are up a little bit. I get the price sheets every day. So
I noticed that the prices on ASICs were up a little bit over the last 2 days or so.
They are. We're actually out of KS1s and KS2s at the moment. I haven't got word that they're back in stock yet.
I am glad I bought one because I seen the prices at Crypto Miner Bros go up.
Dude, yeah. I was talking to somebody who hit me up the other day. He's like, "Hey, what happened? I thought this was $2,300." And I'm like, dude, that was like 3 days ago.
$2,900 now. I'm like,
I gave him a price of 27 landed, and he didn't take it. So he wants to wait, see if they come back down again, which is fine. Hey, no problem.
Yeah.
KS1,
yeah, KS1 is going good, man. I will say this, at least how I feel. I'm gonna say as far as a build quality goes from Ice River, it does feel like it's a little bit cheaper, right? So on mine, behind me right here, you can see this is the dirty S19. I ran it for 24 hours. I'm just like kind of looking at it right now. I gotta take it outside and blow it all out and stuff. And I'll be doing a full video of a whole tear down, power supply included. And I'm scrubbing everything on that S19. But KS1, the back actual fan plate, right, where the actual ASIC fans sit on, right, was not straight. It was kind of like not really bad, but it was a little bowed. You know what I mean? And I think that was mostly just from the fans being screwed into it because the metal itself is like super flexible. Like I just went like this on the fans, and it just bent, back to being straight. So I feel like it's more cheaply made than like an S19 or L7.
Right,
So
right.
it definitely feels like it's made cheaper than
You know,
typical ASIC.
it's so funny because you can literally feel the difference with some of these machines. Like I got the S19K back there, right? And honestly, I thought this would have been like a cheaper ASIC. This is actually like, it feels like an L7. Like it's got the better fan, the fan guards are powder coated black. Like there's nothing that, because those like those regular aluminum ones, they would just rust over time, right? And they were just awful, right? These are, the screws are even black, like there's rubber. There's really nothing there that will rust, right? Excuse me, right away. And when so like certain machines, it's funny you say that because I think Panda said something about that when he had that KS2 there, that he said the quality just didn't feel like, it felt like it was like meant to be replaced. I'm paraphrasing here. So it just didn't seem well. And we see a lot of these with like some of the S19s too. You know what I mean? Like the 104s, the 110s. They just look cheaply made. You know what I mean? Like they just throw it together because they know you're going to replace it in 2 years. So they don't put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah.
But I've said this before, that Desway miner, that thing was crazy, man. That thing was crazy.
I like that one. I was
do
thinking
too.
about maybe, but they were really expensive when I talked.
They're really expensive, yeah. And they have an MOQ that's ridiculous right now.
Yeah,
so.
It was a high MOQ, and I think when I asked them at Mining Disrupt, I think it was $25 a terahash or something like that. Like it was a really expensive unit because they're like, oh, this is the highest, terahash unit on the market right now, and this and that, and this seemed really expensive.
Not anymore. They had to drop the price since the S21 dropped.
Yeah.
So are you gonna wait, King? Are you gonna solo mine with this? Because I got those 3K as zeros, man. I had a couple blocks a week at least. So
solo mining?
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, solo mining on that, you'd be hitting blocks like crazy. That's 3 times what I have, and I'll show you. I've hit. I think in 1 week I hit like 7 blocks in 1 week.
Because you're at what, like 100 gigahash on those things?
Yeah, 300 total. It bounces around from like 275 to 300. Moves around a little bit.
How many blocks do you hit in a week?
Here, I'll pull it up for you. Let me see.
So it hasn't been a full 24 hours, obviously. So like the amount I'm getting is like constantly going up. But so far it's hit about 227 since I turned it on. So obviously I'm still.
I just hit another one. So yep, I hit one today. So I got my payout. So here, I'll show you. Let me share my screen here.
All right, yeah. I was gonna say I don't even know what the Caspa block is or anything like that right now.
There you go. So you can put it up. So since I've been doing solo I started October 10th, right? I've hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blocks.
12 blocks in 21 days. So you're hitting one like every other day.
Yeah, ish. Yeah. But that's with 300 gigahash. So, and that's with the network at like 53 petahash.
And how many?
Petahash.
And right here. That's 163.57. Yeah.
Right now. Yeah, it's about $8 worth. And I do a minimum payout of 2 blocks. So when it hits 2 blocks, it just sends it,
So for me to make it worth it, I'd have to hit 2 blocks a day. Because
it's possible with that, man. Especially with you got fiber too. You got a faster connection. It's all about speed, man. Honestly.
Yeah, I would need to see what my ping is to the Caspa pool. So
the hobbyist miner says that he gets a great ping to hero miners, and he hits blocks all the time over there. So Chuck Dangerous says Hawk Crypto, show the blocks tab. Oh, sorry, did I not show that? My bad. 1 second.
No, you did. Maybe
I did, right? Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, didn't it? Maybe he didn't see. All good. But yeah, I would definitely, try to solo mine on it at least, because that pool mining, that's only going to drop, man. with the solo mining, you hit it, you're not sharing it with nobody. So
right.
No, the blocks tab on the luck percentage. Okay.
I think if we go to mine the ASIC, right?
Here.
Because I was gonna run some tests too, some 24-hour tests to like all the different pools, right? To see
what
how much I would get. It says I should get about 270 Caspa a day from pool mining, right? On the 1 terahash. So that means I would have to hit at least 2 blocks a day
So
to make it worth to be more.
DJ, real quick, he said new Caspa ASIC is 10. I can confirm that the wind miner is real because it is on the list of ASICs we have available too. And I think I could probably get it. I have to look. I could probably get it for just under 20 grand. So if anybody's interested, I could probably get it for under 20 G's landed. I have to look at the sheet. I think my base price is
10 terahash. Oh man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's insane. It's called the wind miner. It's insane. You had it and then clicked off of it. What do you want to see? Blocks? Here you go. Oh, he wants to see the effort. Sorry, here you go.
Yeah, it looks like you had 4%, like 3.98%. That's good. 61. You've had some really good ones, but then you've had like the 300
really shitty ones. Yeah,
118, 142, 186.
Right.
No, I would say you're doing pretty good. It looks like you have at least a decent amount underneath 100. So
yeah, I mean, my ping to this is only like 50 milliseconds. It's like right around it. It's not crazy. Hero miners, I'm actually a lot better. So I think I'm going to switch over and see what I do in a week there compared to what I did here. But you know what, man? Honestly, I kind of just set it and forget it. Let that Caspa bag just build up with those 3 KS heroes. I didn't overclock them. A lot of people were saying, Hawk, overclock them, new firmware, do it. I'm not doing that, man. And I'm going to tell you guys why, because, and Hobbyist made a good point too. Not to bring up Hobbyist like 8 times, but he's like, look, man, like that shit is aftermarket. Something goes wrong. Like, yeah, I just let it ride. Like, who cares? Like, and for me, they were free units. So basically, because I hit that Bitcoin block on that team mining on NiceHash a while back, and I bought these with them, so they're free. So I just, man, just gonna plug it in, let it ride, and that's it for me. So
right, yeah. No, I'm not gonna overclock. I'll probably do like a video on like how to do it, but I think other people already have, so I don't know if I need to. But I'm not gonna keep it overclocked on mine and all.
Right.
I don't think it's worth it really to try to run the unit that much harder to get that much more hash rate.
Right.
And like I said, I just feel like these units are made cheaper, so I don't. It's definitely not a unit that I feel comfortable with, like pushing it harder than what it's already being made to be, what it's advertised for. So
Panda
that's
says
just me though.
Hobbyist
So
no balls. Somebody banned Red Panda.
Look at Panda Hobby. All right, Panda, is your KS2 right now? Do you have it overclocked? I mean, Panda doesn't.
I don't think so. Did he overclock it? Oh wait, actually, you know what? I think he did overclock it.
His KS2 is still at his house. So that's one of the ones he said he was keeping. It's in his garage.
Mass Boost goes, Red Panda, you're banned. Reason exceeded caps lock usage. That was pretty good.
Exceeded caps lock usage. I like that. He says KS1 and KS0 overclocked. Yes.
Nice. Oh, yeah, so
I'm not gonna risk it for the biscuit. Sorry. I will say though that the KS1 is like extremely quiet compared to like all of the other ASICs that I've,
my fiance was me for Halloween, which I thought was weird. So hey, look at this. Huh? She thought it was funny to mimic me for Halloween.
I almost thought that was you, man.
Yeah. So, but anyway, sorry, get off topic here a little bit. Yeah, she did nail it, right? She did good. Speaking of that, did you see the HiveOS tweet today? Hivon, they basically made all of the crypto mining YouTubers, and I think Hobbyist might have won the contest because he guessed all the YouTubers out. Like, it had me, you, Bitsby Trippin', Chump Chain, it had all of us, like Son of a Tech, Boss Coin.
I don't think that's me though, and I told you
it's
that.
you, bro. That is you all the way. I'm telling you, it looks just like you. They took our pictures and ran them through like Stable Diffusion. So they definitely got me because I was just my character has a hoodie on and just looks angry, and I'm always sitting with my hands like this at times. So it's definitely me. The one looks like that one guy looks identical to DJ Mines, like identical to DJ. Oh yeah, dude. I'll zoom in a little. Can you zoom in at all?
Yeah.
I guess not.
It's not making the picture any bigger though.
All right,
Not
so
really.
dude, that is you all the way, dude. I mean, 100%. So that's definitely. So I think I could probably name these in the order that they're there. Panda says it too. 1000% King. So it's Bitch Be Trippin' from left to right, top to bottom. So it's Bitch Be Trippin', King, Django. That's DJ Mines. That's Chump Change. Hobbyist is there. That's Mind Your Biz. That's Tech Hustler. I think in the middle there is Tech Hustler. That's Son of a Tech. That's Seb Heslow. Then on the bottom first is Voscoin, me. Obviously that's Red Panda. That's Rabid Mining and God, who's the last guy? Is it Geek of All Trade? Who is that? Geek of All Trade? Who is that? Who did Hobbyist
said that was Goat. He said
it was
that
Goat, right? That's Geek of All Trades. Definitely. The King looks like an effing Jedi. Panda goes, I'm Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's either Goat or Serpent X Tech. That might be Serpent X Tech, actually. I don't know. But definitely, that's definitely Mind Your Biz. Son of a Tech is without question. You and Bitch Be Trippin' are without question. Chump Change could go for someone else, but that's definitely him, and that's definitely DJ Mines. They got DJ Mines down and Django. They did Django. They did Django pretty good. Did Hive OS actually announce like who these guys were? Did they finish this? Max Voltage goes, yep, Hivon hates me.
Midnight EDT, which is that Eastern time? Is
EDT?
that midnight your time?
EDT?
It says EDT.
Oh, I know EST is Eastern Standard. That's where I'm at. I don't know what EDT is. Well, they're Hivon's in Ukraine, so that they're based in Ukraine, so maybe that's the time over there. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea what EDT is. Unless it's Eastern Daylight. Oh,
Yeah,
so maybe it is Eastern. So what's the difference between? I'm on EST, Eastern Standard Time. That's how I always used to say it. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so did they announce it? It's my time. So when is it?
Right, but it's midnight. It says midnight your time.
Oh, midnight my time. All right, so we got a couple hours when they're going to announce it. Sorry, Jesus, Max. God, who's yelling at me? Jesus. Anyway, but that's definitely...
says, dude, you're on EDT.
Nah, I don't know. I never called it EDT. It was always EST.
Oh, it says...
EST
Sunday.
is when you fall back. Okay. All right. That's fine. Well, that's coming up soon, by the way, anyway.
Then second TL. Oh, that's right. That's right. I can actually put comments up here now again. Okay, cool. There we go. He's asking how the first cycle of updates. Actually, it's the second cycle, and actually it went out really, really well. So until I can kind of get Ansible figured out, I'm not on Ansible yet. I'm still trying to get Zabbix to work, which I really don't like that. I hate it. It sucks. Anyways, so I'm trying to mess with Zabbix. It's a management, networking tool. For people out there who are network administrators, you know what it is probably. It's an open source one, free. I don't like it. It's a pain to use. I'm waiting for Moat to get back to me because I have some questions. So, because I got it to work, sort of. So, but yeah, no, second cycle, I'm using Max's script from his video to automatically update our nodes. And so far, everything seems to be working hunky-dory. So, it's really cool because I have the webhooks. I have a chat just for me, right, for the nodes. So they ping me. So like I just got like a bunch of pings today. I'm like, uh-oh, everything's breaking. And I was like, nope. It's just like, oh, hey, this Flux node updated. Everything is good. So the webhooks are really cool.
I like how it automatically updates because I see it in the Discord, like the updates. I'm like, whoa, what's new with the Cumulus nodes? I'm like, oh, they're updating. So that's pretty cool. Alpha Mind says, oh. DJ Mind says that must be a central West Coast thing for the time thing. What are you talking about? What are they talking about? Sorry. Alpha East Standard EDT Eastern Daylight Savings Time is spring forward. Yeah, right. Does vast AI prematurely kill GPUs? I don't know what that.
Question? I was like,
What?
is that an older question?
Rig writers. What do you mean by that? If you can elaborate a little bit more, I'd be happy to answer it. Yes, no one on the East Coast ever says EDT. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not crazy. Like we always say EST, Eastern Standard Time, but I guess the proper way to say it is that way. Rig writer says just runs on full blast. I mean, your GPUs are designed to run at that capacity, probably even higher. So look, if they're rented and they're running, they're not overheating, fans are working, I would just keep it status quo, man. I mean, some of us crypto miners have had GPUs running during the Ethereum mining days. Most of us had these things running full bore at times, you know, when things were super profitable. So, and
so I think there's a misconception amongst like the gaming community. I don't think they quite get it, or even just regular users. It's actually worse for the GPU for it to spike up to full voltage in game and then be stopped and cool down and then, you know, go back to gaming, not gaming, not gaming. That's actually worse for the actual graphics card is all those spikes. It's actually better for the GPU to have a nice, smooth, steady voltage, right? Power draw. It's actually better for the actual card.
You never want to be at max voltage.
You know? Oh my god. Oh my god.
You don't want to fall asleep in your chair and have your GPU heat up on you.
Oh man, dude. Oh Max. I was gonna clip you last night, but I didn't.
Oh, that was funny. Oh, poor Max, man. He works hard. He's a hard-working guy. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Poor guy. He just financed a 4090. Leave him alone.
So how has VAST been going for us? It's going great for me. TensorDoc, not so much. TensorDoc, I'm officially pulled off of TensorDoc.
Really?
Officially pulled off from there.
All done,
like,
huh?
Wrong, man.
Right here.
Nice
You say TensorDoc, right? Stick it right here, bro. Back to VAST, huh?
That's not what I said, but it's just like I was just like. So this is the thing, though, is like as I reached out to them because I followed their guide, and even there was like one issue, and they're like, "Oh, hey, you forgot to maybe like enable this BIOS setting, right?" So I went back, double checked, and sure enough, I forgot. I enabled it, right? Not a problem. Turned the rig back on. They checked it. Everything's good. Well, every time somebody like onboards a particular template, the rig goes down, right? And then I get a reboot, which hurts my reliability, which hurts me making money. And I'm like,
right,
hey, what's going on here? In your documentation, there's nothing about how to check the logs. You know, where do I find the logs? Like, who helps me support this? I went into their Discord and asked a couple questions, and obviously I'm a rookie. So they just passed me by, right? Like I'm nobody. And I'm like, I know you guys actually go into the rig and make sure they're stable. And he's just like, well, sort of. We only just go in there and make a VM and then we leave. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, is there any way you guys could help me troubleshoot this? Because I'm like, when I get certain people on, right, it keeps going down for whatever reason. I'm like, I never have this problem on VAST. So we went back and forth a couple days, and honestly, their support to like help you is kind of non-existent, right?
That sucks.
Which they're like, oh yeah, there's tons of stuff online, and I'm like, no, there's not. I googled it. I went on YouTube. I went everywhere. Reddit. There's not that much stuff on TensorDoc, really. It's a pretty closed community, so good luck getting in and having people help you, because I didn't get that, so I left. So. I'm back on VAST.
Man. Sorry,
I put the Epic back on there, and it has dual 3080s, and I put it back on there, and guess what? Like, I'm back to making not as well. It's making better money, because over there I was off for like 4 days, and then like I had people on, and then I was off for another 4 days again. So it's like I made really good money, but then I had times where I didn't make anything at all, and I was off for like 4 or 5 days, right? So it was a lot of hit and miss over there. So
yeah, that sucks to hear, man, because
I like how they had it scripted though, right? Having the 3 just download the script, change into the directory, install script. It was great. And I'm just like, you guys have an awesome system here, but I'm like, Now you need to figure out the other part of how to support people when their rigs are having problems, right? You know what I mean? You made it easy for people to host, but now you don't have any way, like you have no troubleshooting section of
Right.
when rigs are being problematic, right? So you guys need to work on that.
So
So
Rig Rider says, is GPU Utopia legit? I didn't look
I
into that.
haven't I haven't personally looked into that yet.
I
I
haven't looked
heard that
into
they
it.
have a CLI or where you don't have to run that stupid Chrome extension from what I heard. Have I personally made one? No. I still need to work on the Goodwill PC that I'm still trying to work on. I'm trying to find a 3060 sub $200. These people out here, they just think their 3060s are worth like gold.
Dude,
So
I'm telling you, it's so bad. Some of these prices. This guy had a Gigabyte OC 3070 for sale on offer up for $650. I messaged him. I said, "Hey, did you land from orbit yet?" And he didn't understand what the question was. I'm like, he goes, "What?" I'm like, "Did you land from orbit around the planet? Because you got to bring that price back down to Earth, my brother." I said, $650. He goes, "Last year I was getting this for this." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, man. That GPU is probably not even worth $175." And he's just like, "Yeah, no, I'm not selling it for that. Somebody will buy it." I'm like, "Okay, good luck, my brother." I'm gonna pray for you. I really am, and I do. I really do. I'm like, these guys, like, they're holding all this equipment. They're trying to offload, and it's okay. You just let them bleed a little bit. Just like I got that one lot, and hey, you'll get it. Just let them bleed for a little bit. Keep tabs on them though. Check in, see how they're doing, because they're not doing well. Check on your friends.
But GPU Utopia, though, the one thing that I don't like about it, though, is you have to use this very specific wallet that they made for Bitcoin, right? Because you get paid out in Bitcoin. I'm like, why can't I use Zelcore? Why can't I use Ledger? Why can't I use the EliPal? Why can't I use like a Treasure? Why do I have to use your core wallet for Bitcoin? Right? That makes no. And the guy just said, well, it's really small transactions right now because we're just starting. And I'm like, okay, and I'm like, you could still use a Ledger or a Zelcore or anything like that.
Right.
The fact that you have to use their specific wallet for this version of Bitcoin or just Bitcoin, it concerns me, right? Because that's almost like they have a master wallet, and to me, I feel like it's kind of like the whole what happens with NiceHash, right? When you're mining a NiceHash, right, they have a master wallet, and all your wallets are like sub accounts, right?
Right.
That's how I feel this GPU Utopia is they have a master wallet and you guys are all sub accounts. And I feel like, this is my feeling, I haven't looked into it yet, so I can't say for certain. I feel it's going to be a rug though, right? You know what I mean?
Really?
Because they're going to have all these payouts and then all of a sudden they're just going to pull it out from underneath of you. And it's weird that they don't stipulate that it has to be NVIDIA. Almost all AI compute right now has to be strictly NVIDIA, right? So the fact that they say that you could use anything, or at least it doesn't say that you can't, I'm a little wary of it. But hey, I will eventually make a computer. I'll dedicate it. I'll throw it on there. I'll even try to Wireshark it so I could watch the traffic that's going to and from there, right?
Right.
I was going to do that on that read node, but they just straight up just legit just fucking just brute force me instantaneously.
I can't believe you caught that too. I remember you sent me a message and you're like, dude, they legit tried to like get out of my what was it? They tried to do they tried to SSH out of your rig or something like that. Is that what
so they were trying to get out of the actual VM.
Right.
Because I have Proxmox on a VLAN, and then I had another VLAN for the VM, and they were trying to get their way out into my network, but I already protected them against that. So, and sorry if there's barking. There's probably kids like ringing the doorbell because we don't have candy this year.
I didn't hear anything. Crypto Craig says, Hawk Crypto, have you heard if Octo Miner is shipping out the proof of use for work rigs? Also, if and when will they include the higher end Epic? So I think KiiNG got notification that his shipped. I think Second TL too.
Yeah, actually, I got a notification that it's actually supposed to be delivered tomorrow.
Oh, sweet. So yeah, they did ship. Now the higher end ones, I haven't heard anything from there. But big shout out to Chili. Chili actually, I think probably Octo Miner kind of is he was helping them out with something. I think he got them to answer emails and stuff like that. He was reaching out to them and kind of giving them a hand. So I don't know who the new Chili is going to be for Octo Miner yet. We haven't met this person, but hopefully we'll have a point of contact, because it's kind of hard to get in touch with them at the moment. So, but
yeah, I think Chili's back for 1 month, and I think he's showing the guy the ropes and everything like that, and hopefully they'll be in good hands after that point, so that way there's better communication and stuff like that. I believe that everybody who ordered that, and due to the fact that there was so much miscommunication and delays, I think you're supposed to get a 2 terabyte SSD for free and upgraded power supplies or additional power supplies. So and I think a $200 voucher, which you got to spend more than $200 at Octo Miner, but I mean, at least I guess that would, maybe discount shipping on your next unit, which is, I guess, kind of cool. So,
has anybody ordered in chat? Let us know. Did you order any of the Octo servers? Did anybody get the Flux Edition one? I would like to know. I know you did. You got the Flux Edition, right?
Yeah,
you did get the Flux Edition.
Yeah.
So, did anybody else get the Flux Edition, or did they just say, screw it, I don't want the stickers, I
ordered the Flux Edition and I paid in Flux.
You paid in Flux, that's right. Yeah, Flux can be used as Flux can be used as a payment system now for a lot of stuff, which is pretty cool. Which I just integrated. Speaking of payment systems, back to the ASIC site the sales site that I'm building. I just incorporated Coinbase e-commerce, the Coinbase Commerce, where you can take crypto now for payments. That's pretty cool. As I'm literally working on the front page as we speak. So I think we're just going to do wire transfer and crypto payments at the moment. A lot of people have been asking me if we're going to do credit cards, and I just don't think at this time we're going to accept any credit cards or anything like that. So it'd be ACH, wire, or crypto. I think we're going to.
I wanted to ask Mike about that, because this is why all the other ASIC people and everybody in this industry doesn't deal with credit cards. And this is the sad truth about credit card payments, is that you can wait to a year to do a chargeback, right? And that's just the truth about it, man. So people businesses in this industry, they just can't afford to, like, 9 months down the road get a charge back, you know what I mean, for an ASIC unit, you know what I mean? So that's the unfortunate thing with credit cards.
But I mean, so someone's saying we should incorporate PayPal. Now, can you charge back on PayPal?
Yes,
you can. Yeah, that's see, guys, the reason why we're kind of against the credit card is because a lot of these companies, they allow chargebacks up to 1 year, and yes, they have to be investigated, and it's not just anything, but it could really tie up a business like ours. So and this is, I never really understood why a lot of these people didn't take credit cards up until recently, and I'm like, oh,
it's just a whole big hassle. You have to go through all this investigation stuff, and it's just like, you're gonna have to hire somebody to deal with that eventually. Right. When you get big enough, you get enough people like doing chargebacks, you're gonna have to hire one person to make phone calls and deal with all the paperwork. You know what I mean? It's just,
DJ Minds makes a good point. Wires are good for sellers, credit cards are good for buyers. Yeah, 100%. But we try to be fair. You know what I mean? Like, the one thing a lot of people, I think, give us a lot of credit for is that, we're in the community, we're easy to reach. We put our faces, our names to these things, and if something goes wrong, we're easy to contact. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you got to go to like a support email. You could hit me up in Discord or Twitter and say, hey, Hawk, my order, something's wrong. Can you hook me up? What's going on? Figure it out. Hey, man, no problem. Like, we make it easy. And a lot of new hosting companies and sellers do this too. So it's pretty good.
Now, I do know of a company that is on Amazon and eBay. And we know him pretty well, right? Now, I have seen his prices on there, and I'm not going to say who he is, but he does charge more for people to buy from eBay and Amazon, right, for the same units, like $300 more, right? And I don't know if that's worth the risk, because that way people can buy a credit card that way, you know what I mean? But you do pay more money, you know what I mean? Because it's, I guess to me, it's like it's a risk on the business, right, of you potentially charging back, you know what I mean?
It's too risky, man, because like you get a big order, and then like, a small company like ours, if someone buys like 100 units, you know what I mean, and puts it on their credit card, like that has like a $500,000 limit or whatever, I don't know, and then they decide to, oh well, nothing's profitable, I'm going to just charge this back. This is not doing what it said it was going to, whatever, you know, they make up whatever BS they want to make up. From my perspective, just too risky. And I could understand, you know. Steel Cyclone says the only reason why I don't have an ASIC, sending crypto to some company and hope they send you an ASIC is too sketch for me. Once you send it, it's gone regardless if they send you an ASIC or not. That is correct, Steel. But you know, hey, we're a US company. And if you send crypto and you know, you have that correspondence, you have that wallet address that I sent you, you know, an invoice from us and all that stuff, you do have recourse there. You could actually take the company to small claims court. You know, we're a US company, so we're not doing anything. And I know talk is cheap, but if we're speaking in generalities, like we're not doing anything like that. You know what I mean? Like we're not going to risk our reputation to take money, a couple $1,000s from someone. You know, yes, you do have to be careful with some companies, but there are great companies that are reputable, like Crypto Miner Bros, Coastal Crypto. You know, Endless Mining has, you know, he's pretty trustworthy. I have orders gone through him before. Charlie Lin, like a lot of these guys are pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just asking around the community, seeing who's bought units from these people before. Because here's the thing too, like the minute one of you guys gets screwed over on a deal or they take your money or something happens, you're going to tell the YouTubers and we're going to put it on a video. We're going to talk about it. It's going to go around and it's going to hurt that company. Right? We all kind of stick together. So there's always a risk with it. You know what I mean? That's the beautiful thing. There was before they restructured and got new people, you know, when Jingle Mining openly attacked me on Twitter a long time ago, not anymore. They're great. We're working together now. We're fine. But the whole community came to like behind me and went on Twitter and like blasted them saying, why would you do this? And it you know, it hurt the way that they look. And they have since now made it right, and it's great. And you know, they got all new people over there, and they're awesome, and they're doing the right thing. So I recommend them again because they did come through. But this community is we really do hold the accountability here. Like the last person, you know, we're small potatoes. The last person you want, you know, bashing your company in the crypto mining area, you know, is like a Red Panda, Son of a Tech, a Voscoin. You don't want these guys, or you know, Seb Heslow, hobbyists, like some of these big guys that, you know, chump change. You don't want these guys really hammering your company. So they're going to do right by just about everybody in this community. So it really does hold them accountable, because it'll just be detrimental to their sales. So just saying.
Yeah.
Still, let's see here.
Yeah, I would just make sure to just like Hawk said, just make sure to use like reputable people. Like personally, me, I've bought from, you know, it's either Charlie or Crypto Miner Bros. So or Red Panda. That's who I get my ASICs from.
Panda goes, fuck me and I'll fuck you back. He goes, wait, ... That's not what I meant. That's not what he meant to say. That's okay, Panda. It's okay. I love you, man. Sorry.
It's getting clipped. All right.
It's getting clipped. Definitely.
Going on
clipped.
Twitter now.
Can somebody take a screenshot of that and post it? Send it to me, please.
Put it on Twitter.
Patrick Murphy probably already did it. So before I even said anything. But yeah, no, it's you just gotta be careful. DJ Mine says, I know Panda's address and he knows mine. Yeah, but do you know what he looks like? Chump Change. You know, if Chump Change types something that it's pretty easy, you know, it's funny. Usually he just sets the phone down, puts his ear pods in, and runs around the house painting shit, listening to everybody. So anyway, but yeah, so just be very careful with these new ASIC miners, guys. You know, a lot of these new brands, I know a lot of people took a shot when Ice River came out, and what was it, like Fully Electric bought like 10 of them. You know what I mean? They were like 1,100 a piece. Like he took a huge risk. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, guys, honestly, like the YouTubers, like we'll take the risk for you most of the time because we'll do content on it. So we win one way or the other. Sometimes we get the unit for free and we review it. And if it ends up being BS, then you'll know. You know, like Panda gets sent units all the time. So before you buy anything, you know, watch a Red Panda video, watch a Seb Heslow, Hobbyist, Chump, like watch our videos and see who's got this unit and watch them review it before you make a purchase. Because these guys will not lie to you. They won't. So, you know what I mean? Let's see. I do because he accidentally leaked it on a video in the bull run. Oh, you did? Somebody asked me the other day if Red Panda looked like Jackie Chan on Twitter. And I said I cannot confirm or deny if Red Panda Mining looks like Jackie Chan. It's messed up.
He's Jet Li, all right? Don't worry about it.
No, he's definitely not Jet Li. Definitely not Jet Li. I don't know. No, he's definitely not Jackie Chan.
I mean, they all look alike, right? I'm
definitely not Jack. It's damn King. That's messed up, man. If you're what? Did he say? Let's see. Brett Panda says, yeah, watch me and let me mine for 2 years before you buy any. And if I break even, I'll tell you to buy it. I'm not the one that said it. He did. But anyway, that was like when Max said that all Japanese people's names sound the same. You guys are awful.
Look at everyone's telling me to disable the heart. I don't know how to do that. I don't even know how to rate people. I don't know how to rate people. Okay, I've never done any of that. I don't know.
Max and KiiNG are going after Panda and his people. Chump doesn't know his holidays. You guys are just terrible. Like, oh my god, that's so funny. Anyway, so what's next for? When are we? So KiiNG, when are we gonna plan on launching the? What's the time frame for the Nimbus and Stratus nodes? You think?
That once again falls on Bistang to send me the pictures. He said he was going to send me today, and then he told me it was going to be this afternoon, and then it was this evening, and I don't have it yet.
I should call him right now and start screaming at him. Famous Smokey Dan says, you said the word. Hot crypto. What word?
Oh, you actually have to go into the actual stream part. I don't even go in there and set the stream up that way because I set it up. This is through StreamYard. So, yeah, I'll do that next time, DJ. I'll disable the heart.
Yeah, it's in the it's in the settings, I think, right? What word? Game with Smokey Dan. What are you talking about? Anyways, you said the word. What is he talking about? The
word.
Shot word. What's he saying? Max's favorite word. What? Anyway, is that what he meant? Anyways, it says Max's favorite word.
Oh, all right.
So, I know not a lot to talk about, but let's talk about the market a little bit, man. Honestly, I want to bring this up because I do think it's interesting. Is that Bitcoin is, hey, it's 34.5, man. It's hovering around. Everybody thought we were going to see this massive dip. We didn't see it. Ethereum's sitting over 1,800. Let's check and see what our local projects
share
are
your
doing.
Screen so they can.
Yep. Let me do that.
We're gonna go over the news analysis here.
Yep. Let's take a look. You want to put it on? There you go. All right. So let's check. Let's see what Flux is doing. Down 7% today. Back down to earth a little bit. Right around that 36, 37 cent range. Haven't seen a lot of movement from Flux, man. I'm kind of. What are you saying, Games Smoky Dan? Come on now. The shot word for Max live streams. Oh, okay. So DJ Mine says ETC is up and doing great. Let's check Ethereum Classic. Maybe that's why they had a sudden spike in hash rate. So 7 days up, almost 7%. 1 month, 5%. So we're seeing a slight increase here. I know it had a hash rate increase recently, and that keeps it pretty interesting. So what else, DJ? He says XRP. Ooh, XRP. I sold all my XRP way too early. Wow, XRP's back up a little bit. Doing okay. 7 day up 6.5%. 1 month 15%. 1 year 30%. So green across the board. That's pretty good. I know a lot of people are mining Dynex right now, down to 83 cents. Wow.
The Dyno coin. What?
1 month. It's pretty stagnant right now with Dynex, but we've seen it move up and down. So, hey, this might be a good time to get in low, right? Not financial advice. You guys are all adults. Crypto Cakes is hot crypto. Don't forget, October 31st is one of the most important days of the year. The Bitcoin white paper was released 15 years ago today. The most important thing of the day. That is correct. 15 years ago today, the world changed forever. That is correct. I can't believe I didn't even pay attention to that.
And we can mine
Radiant.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, you can mine Bitcoins now. Radiant is just sitting in stagnation, not really moving. Let's see here. We'll go through.
What about Caspa? What about my China box?
Litecoin we'll get Caspa next. Sorry. Litecoin sitting right under 70. I still think this is a good buy, man. This is a completely undervalued project right now. I like Litecoin, man. I need to right now. I just don't have enough money
I'm
for
still
any
holding all
investments.
my Litecoin from my L7
Yeah.
and my Doge. I think I got like 30K Doge.
So Caspa's been sitting at this 5 cent mark, man, staying pretty steady. Last 7 days, down only 2%. For the month, it's down. Well, it's up 2.39%, and obviously for the year, it's ridiculous. So, hey, Caspa staying strong, man. Caspa staying strong. I know Mass Boost has got this at 10 cents. I was talking to him about it a lot in the Discord. I mean, I could see this happening easily in the next 6 months to a year if we get into the next bull run as hard as we think we are. You know what I mean? DJ Mine says, Hawk, look up Solana. Okay. Look up Solana. Mr. DJ Mines, my brother. Yeah, 6%. Yeah, Solana made a creep back, man. This was at $27. Last week, 22%. I hope that everybody who lost on Solana after the FTX BS, I really hope that they held on to it and just hodled. You know what I mean? Because now they're starting to see this start to creep back up. I thought Solana wasn't going to do great things because their network went down and all this BS, but they've made a huge leap forward at the 1 month, 80%. Wow. That is ridiculous. 1 month ago, yeah, they were at this $22, $21 range here, and it looks like they dipped down to about $21. I mean, hey, this was nearly doubled your money, DJ Mine says proof of stake has been solid lately. Yeah, Alpha Mind says Fed tomorrow. They have a Fed announcement tomorrow, so we'll see how that affects the market. I'm waiting for these ETFs, man. These ETFs are gonna get released soon. Cardano sitting at 30 cents. Dogecoin hasn't moved. I wonder why. I wonder why Dogecoin hasn't really moved much. Usually this follows Bitcoin, doesn't it?
It's up a little bit from the recent Bitcoin thing.
Very, 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 not much. HNT, Solana, BTC says all set miner. Let's see what the Helium network is at. Let's see. Yep.
Down in the dumps.
$1.50. What were they in the bull run, man? They were up there, right? $4? Yeah, guess so.
Yeah, they were up there.
All-time high. What was their all-time high? $50. Wow.
That's nothing compared to Chia. When Chia first launched, they are at $1,200.
This looks like the Disney castle here. Is this a bull signal? Just kidding. Anyway, Chia went nuts, man. Chia went crazy. Mass Boost is Hawk Crypto. It's up. It was down a cent a month ago. Oh, you're talking about Caspa, right? Yeah, let's see. I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of these projects. Let's check one of my favorite projects that I've been really watching. I know it pumped recently, and that's the Elysium project. And wow, up 6%, 7 days. Looks like it's loading data, down 2%, but I think it's up for the month. Yeah, 14%. It had a little bit of a pump here, over 20 cents, up to about, what was that, 24 cents. So yeah, I think Elysium is going to be a sleeping giant, man. I think the hash rate's low enough, like, it's going to be good. I think this is going to be a good project. I'm in their Discord. I'm watching what they're doing. I'm bullish on this, man. Not financial advice, just my opinion, but I am definitely bullish on this. I think this project's going to do really good. So, there's been some buzz around something with Trade Ogre I saw on Twitter. Have you been following this, King?
No.
Yeah, I
haven't been moving anything lately, except for Zelcore or parallel assets.
Who did I see it on? Let me see. Give me a second.
It was Twitter. Somebody said that something about Nexa, right, being put on hold.
Or Caspa too, right? Was it Serpent X who
I thought it was like
this?
Nexa. Somebody did a Nexa one.
Who was it? So Panda tweeted Trade Ogre.
Caspa Trade Ogre still holding funds.
Okay. So they're still holding funds. Well, that's not good. It looks like Panda tweeted. I wonder if he got a response. Panda, did you get a response from them? Coastal Crypto, I'll be surprised if this gets a response. He said he'll be surprised as well. I guess nothing. Creator Good Mining, what's up, dude? He did something.
It says, yeah, Cass or Alpha Mine says liquidity issues over at TradeOver.
Interesting. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know. Panda says he's got no response. DJ Mine says Trade Ogre is hiding. That's.
I mean, I'm sure they're on plenty of other exchanges, though, right? Or is that?
I don't. I mean,
I know
yeah,
that people like Trade Ogre because it's not a KYC one.
Yeah, these KYC exchanges, man, they're not going to be around for much longer. When dealing with Trade Ogre, buy coin, take it off. Can't trust them. DJ Mine says.
I mean, they're on MEXC, they're on Gate, KuCoin. I mean, they're everywhere.
Let's see Varus coin. They were doing pretty well. 7 days. Looks like nothing there, but they were up. They did pump a little bit. Varus went up. Yeah.
I wonder if you could use Simple Swap, though, if you guys wanted to switch out to something that was being traded on Trade Ogre, right? Wonder if you could switch over to like Litecoin from like Simple Swap. I'm sure you could. I'm sure
you could. I mean, there's probably a way. See, this is the problem I'm fearing, man, is you know, a lot of these offloading or offboarding, I guess, or not onboarding, like, you know, you're trying to just sell your stuff. I can't think of the term. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. You know, we're gonna lose a lot of these off ramps. There we go. We're gonna lose a lot of these off ramps, you know, and I'm getting kind of nervous because, like, you know, pretty soon it's gonna get difficult to you know, if you're not on like Kraken, some of the major ones, it's gonna be difficult to move some of these coins, man, if they're not on Simple Swap or whatever. So, you know, before you guys mine these coins and stuff, you know, make sure that you have an off ramp. You know, don't just sit there, waste all the power, mine it, and then it pumps, and then you can't sell it, you can't offload it. You know what I mean?
So I'm on Swap Space, and they do it, so you can swap from Caspa over to Litecoin.
Yeah, and listen, like, if you guys have any questions about, you know, what's going on in the space, please, like, get in the Misfit Mining Discord, get in Panda's Discord, get in Hobbyist. Everybody's got Discord channels. Like, get into these Discord channels, start asking questions before you guys make an impulse decision.
All right, this guy has a good question here, and it's an ASIC question, since we've been on ASICs tonight and everybody's kind of in the ASIC game. He Chow, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. I'm terrible. He says KS1 or S19K Pro. He says his electric is 9 cents. Now, is that all in with all your taxes and delivery and everything like that? That's question number one. Number two is, I was running some numbers here, and on the Bitcoin halving, is if you're not like at like under 6 cents at the current price of Bitcoin right now, you won't be profitable, which a lot of people, even big hosting companies. So I think it needs to be at like 45,000 for people to start being profitable. So
let's pull up that spreadsheet. Do you have it?
Huh?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. The spreadsheet. Do you have the spreadsheet, or do you want me to pull it up?
Yeah, I could pull it up. Yeah, hold on.
So shout out to Mr. Iowa Crypto Mining. If you guys haven't seen this before, he came up with a really good spreadsheet that can really. And you know what? It's great that he came out with this, because so you don't impulse buy like an ASIC just because you see the price going up. Really puts it in perspective for you to see what you know, the prices may be, and what's realistic moving forward. You know what I mean? So
now this doesn't have the KS1 because he's just doing just Bitcoin ASIC.
Yeah, these are just Bitcoin ASICs. Yeah. Now,
if we go over here to our electrical cost is 6 cents. At the current, let's see here, what are we at? 34.
Like, yeah, that's about right. 34.7, 34.6. Yeah.
Okay. So the difficulty, this 50% difficulty, just think about like your rewards getting cut in half, right? This represents your electrical rate, right? At 6 cents, at at this price, after the halving here with this difficulty, just think of this as the halving. This is what all these ASICs are going to make
After the halving, correct.
after the halving, if it's this price.
If
right?
Bitcoin stays the same, correct.
Yeah. So I mean, some of them are making 30 cents, 70 cents. A lot of them are negative.
You know,
And that's
look,
at 6 cents electric, right? So if you're at this, what's this guy? Petro, he's at 9 cents. He
He's
says
at 9, yeah.
So he's negative. You know, you're gonna need to go. I'm gonna say probably around 45,000.
Yeah. He's gonna have to be Bitcoin's gonna have to be over 45, 50,000 after the halving at 9 cents to be where he needs to be.
Yeah,
But even then,
profitable. Yeah,
you start reaching it. I think what was the magic number we came up with the other night? I think it was like 65, 70. I think really made it worth it to run the units. Yeah, that's when it starts. And you guys can see here, like, I know a lot of people right now are looking at these 95 terahash units, these 80 terahash units, and they're looking at it like, oh man, they're dirt cheap. I can overclock them. Let me tell you guys something. And I'll send you the sheet. Let me tell you guys something about that. Those units are the new S9s. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm selling ASICs. I host them with our company at Terra Hosting. I'm telling you that if you guys think that these units are good, unless your power rate, KiiNG, drop the power rate down to like 4 cents, please, if you don't mind. At 4 cents post halving, that's where you would need to be after the halving to even make it worth it to buy those units. You'd have to be at 4 cent electric rate, maybe 5 cent electric rate.
Yeah, at 95 terahashes at this wattage, you're only going to make $3 a day.
Like, it's just, you guys got to be very, very careful buying these cheap units. You know what I mean? So
when Bitcoin hits, let's say Bitcoin hits 100K, yeah, everybody's making like $10 a day.
Crypto Craig says the halving is going to make things interesting for sure. I think I was talking to Iowa Crypto Mining the other night about this. We might see the Bitcoin hash rate drop below 400 for a brief time there, you know. So it's going to be, you know, everybody's going to have to weather the storm there right around April, May, June is going to be a rough 3 months for Bitcoin mining, in my opinion. But hey, you know, if you weather the storm and learn how to dance in the rain a little bit, you're going to come out on top. Crypto Craig, who by the way, guys, if there's anybody in this chat that I respect when it comes to Bitcoin mining and running these things, and really knows, I pick his brain a lot, is Crypto Craig. This guy has been in the game for a while. He runs ASICs. He knows the game very well. And he says he thinks it's going to drop 20%, you know, so when someone like him says that, I think it's going to be more like 25. Yep. So
I think that there is far too many companies right now that have over leveraged themselves. Yep. You know what I mean? From previous markets. And I think they're staying alive with low power mode right now. And I think after this, when the halving hits, that look, if they're running negative $4 a day, I want you to think about that, of like 4,000 machines.
But that's right after you sell the Bitcoin, though, right? That's after if you sell all the Bitcoin you mine.
Sell the Bitcoin,
right?
You're still negative.
So, right. So remember that. So if you don't sell the Bitcoin, that number could be triple. Okay.
Right. So
be like negative $20 a day.
Let's go back to the 34,000, and we'll just leave it at our current rate right now, right? So you're negative like $2, some $3, okay? But that's only if you sold the Bitcoin, right? This is your power cost over here, so it's like going to be, it's technically like $10 a day that you're going to be in the hole. Right. So that's $300 a month, and that's per unit. Okay, so what if you had, we'll just say you're a really big mining place and you had like 4,000 units, right? Maybe 5,000. What's 5,000 times $300? I mean, that's $1.5 million you're going to eat every month. I honestly think that a lot of these places, I think that are private miners, I think they're gonna
tank, man. And we're starting to see it now. There was one facility that is now gone under, another one that's like looming. And here's the thing, guys, like, opening these Bitcoin mining facilities, and just at a scale where like there's millions involved. I can't believe this one facility we were looking at it the other day. I'm not going to put them on blast or anything, but we were looking at it. They wanted $4 million for this building, and Terra's in the middle of an expansion. So that goes to tell you guys like where this where the mentality is for these people. You don't think for 1 second just because these guys got millions of dollars in investments that they're smart, because a lot of them are not. They're just good salesmen, right? They get all this money, they buy all these miners. I mean, they had these machines that were 100 terahash at 6,000 watts.
They were like, the Bit Furies.
The Bit Furies. Like who in their right mind bought these, like approved the purchase order for these units? Even in the bull run, like why would you buy those? You know what I mean? Like that's double the power of a 110. Like, and it's less hash. I just like, I don't understand it. So,
and by the way, Panda, in our chat that you're in with, the secret YouTuber chat, I'm messing with you. I gave you the spreadsheet for you, but right.
Douglas, yeah, it's in the chat. Michael Gonzalez says, how do you get set up on Hive OS with a 3090 and all that stuff? Mike, very easy. You can go to hiveos.org or hivon.org. Create an account. A lot of us YouTubers have videos on it. If you need help, man, you could always just hit us up in the Discord. One of us will be more than happy to help you, get you, even point you in the right direction, like a how-to video. It's very easy. If you need server cases or you're using open air frames, just ask, man, no problem. I didn't mean to troll you on that, dude. Sorry. DJ Mine says that's what happens when billionaires get into crypto without knowing what they're buying. 100%. And I feel so bad because the only people that are Bitcoin mining, okay, that are actually turning a profit, right, and are doing well are the people that are sub 3 to 4 cents. That's it. These are the guys that are surviving. Okay, these are the facilities that are surviving. Flare gas. I was talking to somebody the other day who's a client of ours who's got another company. They're investing 10 million in flare gas. Now, there's a toss up with flare gas. Some people say that it only has like a 65-70% reliability factor, but if you pay half a cent or 1 cent, even if it's up 70%,
3 cents at the current price. And if you look at this is Bitcoin halving right here. I mean, they're not making piles of money anywhere.
They're not. That's if it stays at this current price. So, and that's worst case scenario. So it's just like, guys, these personally, in my opinion, I think the only two machines that are going to be worth it are going to be the S19Ks and the 200s, in my opinion, honestly. And we can get the S19K very cheap, right now, and it probably will even fall even more if at post halving, but then again, it may not, because we have a monkey wrench getting thrown in now that we've never had before in any Bitcoin cycle, and that is that the ETFs could actually cause the price of Bitcoin to remain where it's at, even increase significantly post halving. So we don't know yet. We don't know what's going to happen, because this is going to be a completely different scenario from the last few cycles. Yes, and big shout out to DJ Mines, who says, screw all that, buy Tesla, do nothing, rich AF. Not financial advice. Mr. Cotter says, what is a good cold wallet? I have a SafePal. I know KiiNG, you have a, do you have a Tangent wallet, or was that's not you, right? What do you have? You have
well, no, I do have a Tangent, but it's not here yet. I got the Caspa edition of Tangent because I'll be putting my Caspa into cold storage. And actually, Tangent just said that they're actually sometime right now or within the next couple weeks are going to be supporting Dynex. So. Right.
I did hear that.
I do have a Ledger, but I don't like it anymore. I'm probably going to be moving to EliPal for most of my cold storage.
Very nice.
Or Tangent, which one I really feel like going with here. The Ledger, these last few times I haven't had a good experience with my Ledger, so I'm going to ditch it.
So there's some talk about the S19K Pro. So I got this Epic board. I'm going to do a video on it, but I've heard some rumors that the efficiency gets down to like 18.5, 19 watts per terahash. I'm going to confirm it on the S19K Pro. I'm going to confirm it. I don't know if it's legit or not, because it's just a rumor, but I'm going to set that up and do a video on it. And KiiNG is actually, you're doing some testing with your S19 over there you got, right? What are you doing?
I'm doing a bunch of testing. So I got an S19K coming from Charlie, right? That should be here the next couple days.
Yep.
I have the 104 behind me over here. And I don't know if the guy from the 96 is still going to meet up with me or not. He's kind of been like flaky, so it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be testing a few Bitcoin ASICs, and I'm going to be putting all different kinds of firmware on them. And I'm going to be putting them all into the test to see how efficient can we really make these miners. And then I also reached out to another company. I'm waiting to hear back. They did hit me up. Well, I hit them up and then they emailed me back, and I'm waiting for a response. Is an immersion company. So that'd be kind of cool to start doing some immersion. So waiting for that. But yeah, I'm going to do this whole long segment on multiple S19s, and we're going to see, is Bitcoin mining still for the home users? Can you still make it happen?
Man, it's such a, that's such a great topic to talk about, because, with rising energy costs and, with the hash rate that, once after the halving and all this other stuff, I mean, the Bitcoin hash rate, man, it's going to be 600, 700 exahash. Like, it's going to go crazy, right? And, because you got to understand, these guys are buying these 200 terahash machines by the thousands, okay? Like, I'm sure these 200 terahash machines have been in production for over a year already. I'm not even kidding. Like, and they kept it a secret, right?
Probably. And thanks, Crypto Craig, for the Starbucks fund money.
Oh,
Appreciate it, man.
$12.34. Shout out Crypto Craig, Starbucks fund. Nice.
Appreciate it, man. That's with today's current prices, that's about 1 3/4 of a Starbucks.
That's not a lie. It's fact. Actually, I pay about $8. It's ridiculous. DJ Mine says, give me an L9, damn it. DJ, I'll be honest with you. I don't think we're going to see an L9. I don't. I think we'll see an L7 Plus. I think that's more realistic, given the, which will probably be the same right around the hash rate that they're talking about. I don't know if we'll see an L9, man. L7 is still the highest selling ASIC right now, as far as price goes. It's still the, I'm sorry, let me back up. Let me rephrase my words here. It is the most expensive ASIC right now, other than the Caspa ASICs for out of Bitmain. And they're consistent. They're consistent. Their sales are consistent. They're always available. They're still in production. And these are workhorses, man. You know what I mean? You may be right, DJ. They're probably waiting for the Doge pump before announcing. You may be right. You may be right. I could be wrong. But I think we'll see more like an L7 Plus or an L7 Plus Plus, maybe. Beefed up units. Gordon Murray says, US versus China chip war only going to get worse. I would hold on to every piece of hardware I had. Yeah, that... I know KiiNG doesn't like to get into this too much, the geopolitics stuff, but that could create another chip shortage, believe it or not. Oh my God, did he send you more? What a guy.
Does he just hit the numbers on the keyboard?
I think that's exactly what I think he does. The next time, the next one's going to be.
Craig. I appreciate it. All right, thanks, Craig. I can get about 4 Starbucks now. I appreciate it, buddy.
The next one's going to be $34.56. Gaming with Smokey Dan says, I would say only
you, Craig,
as a small or home miner to get BTC to mine something else for BTC, pay out to swap to BTC. Correct. And this is where unmineable, I think, is going to become a really important thing. Alpha Mind says, Mining King, are you talking about the 120 S19K Pros, not the 136?
Yeah,
I haven't seen a 136. S19K? No.
I heard that they exist, but I haven't seen one yet. So no, I have a 120 coming to me.
I'll check here, Alpha Mind, while we're here. I'll check my sheet and that I get every day. And I'll let you know if there's a 136 right this second.
Appreciate you, Mr. Crypto Craig. Mr. Crypto Craig with the big PP energy with the double super chats here.
So there's an S19 XP 134 I'm seeing here. And it's up there in price. The S19K Pro is, man, it's such a good price. The 90 terahash units, man, are just they're still selling these things at the warehouse level brand. They still have a bunch of these brand new still.
Yeah.
The
So
E9
I'm gonna
Pros
be
have dipped.
testing. I'm gonna be testing pools, like 5 or 6 different pools for Bitcoin mining. I'm gonna test all the firmwares, and I'm gonna try and get one of the Epic boards. So, and if I get the immersion thing, I'm gonna try that too, right? And see how that goes.
Max
So
says you may be right, be crazy. Oh, but it may just be a lunatic you're looking for. Luke, what's up, man? Good to see you. Douglas Hyen, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly, says LTC is a steady income, difficulty slowly rising, plus merge with Doge, win-win. Been this way since 2014. It's the creeper coin, nothing shiny about it, and folks don't at all flock to it. Right, I agree. I just think L7s are just a solid play, man. They're almost as solid as Bitcoin mining. Like, I would put, Litecoin, Doge, and Bitcoin mining on the same scale, man. I mean, they're safe plays in my opinion. Anytime Alpha Mine, DJ Mines is extremely, but I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I think he's extremely, but he warns solo mining, pure luck, lots to do with else before taking money. Yeah. I think I may have to grab a 2900 watt S19K for 126. For the 120 terahash. That feels increasingly, but I want. What do you say? EB. You want the lower noise? I hear you. Definitely. So yeah.
Showing my light there, but yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is since you suggested the solo mining, after I do 24 hours of pool mining, I'm gonna put that KS1 over to solo. See how many blocks I get in one day.
Hey, let me know what you do with that KS1, man. Let me know how. Like, do a video on the solo mining for like 1 week. See what happens. It's a Terra.
1 week?
Yeah, do 1 week of solo. It's 600 watts. Do 1 week of solo. See what happnes. I guarantee you, you're gonna hit, and you're gonna hear it now, right? I guarantee you hit at least 5 blocks in a week, at least. And that's
so this, but right,
$45.
So, hold on. For me to be able to look, I make 270 a day pool mining. To make it better than that, I need to hit 2 blocks a day.
Well, you make $2.70 or 270. So
270 Caspa a day.
So that's not even. That's like $11 a day, $12 a day, right?
Yeah.
So that's 12 times 7. I mean, yeah. It's what, $94 a week?
Huh?
Like $94 a week or something like that. I'm bad at math. I think that.
Yeah, that's about that. Yeah.
$94 a week. So if you hit 5 blocks, you're halfway there. That's in 1 week. So I don't know. Just try it, man. I mean, what do you got to lose? It'd be interesting content though, because look, if my KS zeros, the 300s are hitting at least 2-3 a week at 300, you should definitely hit some more, especially with that super fast fiber connection you got over there. Like, yeah, it's all about speed with Caspa. It's all about speed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see how what the latency is like and stuff like that.
Yeah, even Panda says, "KiiNG, you're on fiber. Do it." Like, soon as I just got word that the AT&T is getting ready to put the node down in front of my neighborhood and run the lines in starting next month. So super excited to get rid of Comcast and move forward with that. But yeah, it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. This website's starting to look really, really good. Really good. A lot of work for these websites, man. But like I said, back to the website thing, guys, we're going to be offering very, very, very competitive pricings. We do have ASICs for sale right now. If you're interested and want to get pricing, you can hit me up in Discord or email or go to terrahosting.io. But I'll be updating the price on the website probably once every couple days, unless there's a drastic change. And I'm going to have 2 prices, one for just retail and one for hosting. And we're going to beat everybody on the retail, and we're going to price match it. So if you find something from Endless or Crypto Miner Bros, whatever.
I was going to bring up too. We also have some used units for sale right now at Terra. I think about 15 units, right?
104s, yeah. I think
they're 104 terahash S19J Pros. They're already there. They're essentially the landlord's units, and he's just looking to sell them. So they're, I believe,
Oh.
850, right, Hawk?
The guy we share the facility with, yeah. Yeah, they're about they're about 800, 850.
Yeah.
Um
So, and it's really, you just got to do 1 year contract with us, and it's literally like maybe 5 minutes to switch it over to your Foreman account. So you can
this
be
is
up
the
and
text I
running.
got from him. They're all there's 11 available left. Sorry.
11.
They're all online at the moment and they're good to go. So he says just when you sell them, they're $850 each, good to go, and they'll turn them on for you. So if you guys are interested in hosting them, you can do that if you're interested. I know a lot of people have been asking me about the rate at Terra. Here's what I have to say. If everything goes according to plan, I'm thinking Q2 next year. Maybe.
Okay. All right.
Q2 next year. I think Q2, late Q1 into Q2 next year, I think we'll be right where we want to be. Right around, I'm hoping we can get it right as the halving comes. Like that, and that's worst case scenario. You know what I mean? So we'll have the last, probably the final rate adjustment down. You know, we really want to get into the competitive area. So we're getting close. We're getting really close, guys. We are super, super close. Tomorrow's a big day for Terra as well at the Melbourne location. And I know Vistang's probably already asleep and Frank's already probably knocked out. They're have to get up there early in the morning. So pray for us that tomorrow goes well, because tomorrow could really determine the future of our company, and how big we could get this. You know what I mean? All the work. It comes down to tomorrow a little bit, King. You know, it's a little it's got me kind of nervous. Just like on the
Mike's got it all taken care of, right? All right.
Yeah, he does, man. He does. He's been working like a dog at it. He's like writing papers. Like every time I call him, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, page 27 of this whole report I got to write and all this stuff for investment and stuff.
They got it handled, man.
I think so. Greater Good Mind saw crypto. I just bought 83070 Ti's from Vistang through your Discord with 1 year contract for hosting. My man, appreciate it, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tell Frank, buy a building, use that Bitcoin money. Yeah, we're getting there, bro. Almost there. Tomorrow, how can I help? Red Panda Mining. Pray to whoever it is that you pray to. The crypto mining gods. A lot of stuff comes down to tomorrow, guys. So I'm just, kind of. It's been a long road. We were talking about it last night in Discord, and it's been a long road. And we want to do this the right way. We didn't chase easy money. We could have got into ASIC sales a lot quicker. We could have chased the dollar, and we didn't do that. We invested into the business, and we invested into the people that host with us. And that's why, to this day, no one's taken a paycheck yet. So, and we're very open about that. So tomorrow is just a huge day. Hawk King, send me B-roll of ASICs from the farms. I'll make an ad and links to your new ASIC site. Yep, I think I do have it. I got it. I can send it to you. I have it from the commercial I made. It's gonna be great though.
And we still have openings too for the AI test if anybody's interested.
Yep,
we're accepting workstations, desktops, whatever. Preferably not mining frame stuff. So we are taking that. It is I think we said $100 setup fee, and then it's 25 cents flat.
Kilowatt, per kilowatt for the AI stuff.
And that's a strict 1 year contract that's not renewable at that rate.
Yeah. The 25 cents a kilowatt, guys, I know everybody kind of flinches at it when you come down to it, but when you include fiber, okay, and what was the price that we got from that data center the other day?
For an average server or even a workstation inside a data center, for space, connectivity, bandwidth, unmetered bandwidth, metered bandwidth, the actual electrical costs, any of that other stuff, the price range just for like a workstation was anywhere from like $600 to $1,200 a month for one.
It's so ridiculous. I couldn't believe.
Telling you, like it's so I know that from mining community we think it's expensive, and I'm like, but actually, as far as like this price for like a data center, like I don't want to put this out to everybody because, dude, people would be piling in at this rate because honestly, I'm going to be honest with everybody. We only make a couple of bucks off that rate. between the fiber and the power from you guys. So we make like almost nothing. We're doing this as a test. We test our network, you know what I mean? We want to see how everything works. We want to onboard clients, and
Right.
this is going to be a testing stage. That's why we're
So
giving you an kind of an introductory,
right.
cheap rate.
So Overboard Tech says it's fine, but you got to meter the power. So the way that the data centers actually do it is that they don't meter. Actually, they give you a set amount to use, and you can't go above that, and you're billed for that. So let's just throw numbers around, and let's just say that you need 100 up, 100 down megabits per second, and you need 3,000 watts, right? You're at that tier whether you use 50 up and down and 2,000 watts. That's how they bill you at data centers. So we don't want to like go full. We want to be like an affordable data center where people who can't afford to spend $600-700 a month on one rig at a data center, we want to be those guys. So, but we also have to understand that we also have to have a tier system, but we're going to make it affordable, and we're working on that now. So,
you're actually incorrect there, Overboard Tech. They charge you for power and space, but
they charge you for. We're in the middle of talking with this consulting agency that's helping us with it, and they are talking about this is how the pricing goes at all the major places. That's what they factor into. That's why there's not, I'll be honest with you guys, like the co-location is not a huge business for them. The huge business is when they buy these servers and they rent out VMs. Like that's their majority of their business. The renting of the floor space, I mean, Jesus Christ, this one data center we got prices from for 1,000 watts with the real estate and the internet, dude, it was like $9,000 a month. I mean, it was like crazy. Like they charge you for like an AC charge, security, like all kinds of stuff. It's insane.
So the reason that you're going to be charged for your power, and this is why the data centers do it too, is because they have to give you that power allotment, right? So just think about that. If they have 1,000 servers there and they give everybody 1,000 watts, right? They have to account for that, right? Because what happens if they don't have a big enough circuit, right? Well, breakers are going to start tripping and servers go off and people are going to be upset. You know what I mean? So we have to charge you at the TDP of your rig because we have to take into account that you're going to be using that, right? Whether you use that or not is not up to us. That's up to you, right? And if you're going on VAST, there is times where you may or may not be rented, but we have to account for your rig. Let's say it's 84090s is going to take 6,000 watts. We have to give you that much power because we can't give that other, let's say you didn't get rented for 2 weeks. Let's say your idle was 500 watts, right? Well, we can't give that other 5,500 to somebody else in the event that you get rented, right? Because then we're going to be over provisioning our power, which you can't do. So that's how that works.
So it's on a completely different level than from what a lot of people understand, and even we didn't even understand it. Me and KiiNG are having these conversations with people, looking into this, looking into these stats, and it's just it's brutal. Like these people pay millions of dollars a year for floor space at data centers. These major corporations. Don't
get us wrong. We plan on, like, if we're gonna get all these prices, we plan on trying to be like 20 to 30% underneath everybody. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot more than traditional, mining rigs and all of that other stuff. You know what I mean? It's definitely going to be a change of pace for a lot of miners who want to come into the scene. But like I said, you get 1 year at our introductory rate for our test. We have I think 15 spots left open out of the 20 right now. So
yeah,
you guys want to do it for a year, and you guys want to get into VAST, go ahead and hit us up in Discord.
It's gonna be crazy, guys. Like there's this, it's moving so fast. So, but anyway, yeah, KiiNG, hour and a half. I think we're good on this, right? It's a pretty good stream. Yeah. I appreciate everybody, hanging out with us again. Tomorrow, big day for Terra hosting. Hoping it goes well. It's a lot of things are gonna be decided tomorrow. So either way, we're going to continue to grow, whether something happens or not. That's just the attitude that we have. So everything's moving in the right direction. So guys, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for visiting on this episode of Terrahash Tuesday. I'm Hawk Crypto. That bearded handsome fella is the mining king with no background, and I will see you guys on my channel next weekend, next Tuesday. Yeah, I didn't mean to say see you next Tuesday.
Great.
That's whatever.
Great
Yeah,
outro.
you know what I mean. Yeah, great outro. Yep, we're out. I'll see you